I guess I'll just say what comes to mind, though. First of all, how about some Sherry? Haven't played this song in a while. You guys can hear it, right? It's not too loud. It's quiet. It's nice background music. So, first of all, Evo was fantastic. Very fun time. I'm definitely planning on going again next year. I had a blast. I didn't make it very far in either of my games, but very good. Very good time. Uh, and other things I wanted to say, I forgot. I mean, it's just a giant building full of a lot of like-minded people. Like, you can just have little chit chat with random strangers because you're all there for the same thing, and it's easy to talk to people. It's great. So I got there Thursday before the event, and I hung out with Aaron, who occasionally stops by. Uni didn't actually come till late Thursday night, but and another one of my friends. I'm getting to that. But it was just me, Aaron, and the other friend, and the other friend's mom Thursday, and we went to this big old buffet, and I didn't eat all that much, but Aaron and the other friend and his mom ate a lot. And while we're eating, I mentioned something about a buffet down here having like good seasoned crawfish because when you live in Louisiana, you're very picky about places serving you good crawfish. And Aaron was talking about how like a lot of places outside of the South don't really do it well. And he was talking about how one of his college friends had a Louisiana crawfish boil because he's from Louisiana. And he was talking about how he just ate a ton of crawfish and drank a bunch of beer that day because he was eating crawfish. He's like, you know what would go with this? A nice crisp beer. And he'd drink the beer. He's like, you know what would go with this? Bitter taste, some spicy crawfish. And I was like, you got hit with the Cajun Infinite. And then later that day, he laughed about that for a while. Later that day at the hotel room, he on the way out, like he didn't seem that sick, but like he just took a step and threw up a little bit. And then when we got back to the hotel room, he ended up throwing up some more because I guess he ate something that didn't sit well with him. And then he came out the bathroom and was like, yo, I'm empty. Let's go run it back. Like kidding, obviously, but it was funny. He's like, I got to enjoy all the food and I got rid of all the calories. So Thursday was fun. We ate a lot of food and then suffered for it. I like this bowl. Heck yes. No. And then we met up with Uni. And that was all cool and stuff. Uni's cool. He's like the exact same person in person. I called him Uni more than I called him his actual name because I'm just so used to it. But then Friday happens. We go to the convention center, the Las Vegas Convention Center, and we finally get in. This place is enormous. So many people. So big. So much stuff. So much to see. So much to do. So much to buy. The Artist Alley was huge. So many vendors. So much cool stuff. I'll show you some of the stuff I'll show you some of the stuff I bought in a second. But it was just awesome. A lot of anime rep, despite it being a gaming convention. So that was cool. You're Cajun? I know. I don't eat crawfish though. I'm a fake Cajun. I don't care for it enough. It's more hassle than it's worth. Like, I like the tail meat, but I'm not sucking on that thing. And I'm not going through all the trouble of, dissecting a crawfish to get the tail meat. Drive-through wedding. Anyway, day one. Like, it's just kind of like awe-inspiring. It was unreal. I was actually there. Like earlier this year, I just kind of like joked about it. I was like, you know what? I'm going to Vegas. And then I was there. I was actually there, actually at Evo. The thing I always just watch on Twitch every year, I was there for it. It like felt so unreal. It was wild, but it was so much fun, so cool. I really thought I was gonna have problems with all the people because I was at the aquarium 2 weekends prior, the Atlanta aquarium, because I wanted to go there before my brother and his wife invited me to go with them. And that was really cool, but all the people there just like were really getting to me, and I got like really pissed at one point, and I told them both, I was like, I need to like we need to get out of here for a bit before I start punching people. But at Evo, I didn't feel like that at all. Like I loved it there. It was so fun. Just the even though I was surrounded by so many people I didn't know, we were all there for the same thing. It was awesome. It was all very like-minded individuals. What? I mentioned like a string of things. I don't know what you missed. Oh, that's when I was at the Atlanta Aquarium because just people were just like being pushy and just kind of annoying, and I just wanted to hurt people. But at Evo, it was like the complete opposite. Even though it was a much bigger crowd, I was just like, I'm chilling. Yeah, I got to actually punch people at Evo. So I go around, I do a lot of shopping. I found some keychains that I just really fell in love with, and I bought them like immediately. So that was cool. I'll show those in a second. But I'm getting so distracted. I'm trying to recap everything. There's just so much. I did so much walking around. I was in so much pain. All right, we can unban her later, okay? Or like, yeah, we can unban her. I mean, if there's people that don't want her here, then I don't want to bother those people with her presence because there's already a lot going on with two other bots. So, but yeah, I guess I'll just get on to my brackets. So first bracket, Under Night 2. Now, I haven't played that game in a long time. I do want to stream it because the new character's coming out Thursday, and I need to relearn how to play the game. But it is a game I'm passionate about. I love the game. And I was just going to go get my ass kicked. I spent a couple hours in the lab. I was ready. I got to the guy running my pools and checked in, said I was there, said it was me. It was like, cool, we're all good. Sat on the floor. My name was like at the bottom of the pool, so like I was like the last match of the first like games. I don't want to say first round because there's round one pools, round two pools, but like, you know, you have like everyone's first game, and then people move up in the pools or go to the losers bracket. My game was at the bottom of the bracket, so I sat on the ground. I was like, probably gonna be like 30, 40 minutes. I'm chilling. An hour passes, nothing, and like Aaron, Uni, and our other friend are there. And they didn't hear my name at all. And Aaron's like, bro, you should go check out what's happening. I did go check out what's happening. My games were already played. I was sitting on the floor for an hour. I did not play a single match. So we had a big ordeal debacle about it. I had to go and we talked to some Evo staff. And I don't know what happened. I don't know what the mix-up was. But apparently someone just claimed they were me and took my spot. And the Evo staff people were like, that's like terrible. They like couldn't believe it. They thought it was awful. They like, sorry, we can't really do anything about it, but like that's like I feel really bad. I'm like I understand, but like I'm still mad about it. Like I wasn't mad at them, obviously. And the guy went 0-2 both of the games. Like he lost both rounds of both games. Or both games of both sets. So like, I didn't expect to do well, but I want to go 0-2 on my own terms. So that was the whole little debacle that made me kind of pissed off. And And I decided, even though I've been playing a lot of Slayer and Asuka for Strive, I decided I'd just go in maining Gold Lewis because I'd played him the most and I felt most comfortable with him, and he's top tier. So when Strive pools are coming up, I was like, I feel bad for the people I'm about to face because they're gonna have to deal with this pissed off Gold Lewis player, and it's just they're not gonna have a good time. And yeah, I kind of decimated my first guy. The first guy. Hang on, wait. Before I get to that, this happened technically on the second day, but Rye had the idea of hitting up my intended opponent for Undernight, and so I did, and they responded late at night the first day, and I was like, "Do you want?" Like, I explained to them what happened. Like, "Do you want to run some games tomorrow?" And they were really cool about it. They were like, "Yeah, sure, we can play," and we hung out for like an hour on the second day, and he kicked my ass 0-17, but I had a great time. So I ended up getting a lot more games than I would had if I had just done my pools. So, a bit of a silver lining. I'm still mad about what happened, but I got to play Under Night at Evo, and that was the thing I was most mad about, was that I didn't get to play. But going back to the Strive brackets, so the first guy I sat down with, he picked Leo, which is like the guy with the big swords on his arms, and I hate that character so much. And I was like, oh my god, I'm gonna struggle so much. But I locked in with Gold Lewis, and then he switched to Slayer. And I have a lot of experience fighting Slayer because Aaron mains Slayer, and the Gold Lewis Slayer matchup is in favor of Gold Lewis. Hang on, let me put some more music on. Sorry. Uh, so I was like, on the inside, I was like, yes, let's go, good matchup. I threw out the guy. I feel a little bad about it, but I kind of kicked his ass. Uh, the second match was against an Elfeld player, which didn't go as smoothly, but I did win that set as well. It took me a bit to get adjusted to the player's patterns, because Elfeld, she runs up and she has this move where she hits you and then she can either go high or low, so she can just mix you easily. But my opponent had like a kind of a pattern to what he was doing, so I figured that out. Stopped him in his tracks. The next game was against a Johnny, which I feel like I should have experience with because I play Uni a lot and he plays Johnny a lot. But that guy kicked my ass. He 3-0'd me because I don't know how to fight Johnny. He's just kind of like a bad matchup for Gold Lewis, Slayer, and Asuka. So I pulled out Sin in the third game, and no, did not work. My fourth set was against a Bridget player, and Bridget's the girl with the yo-yos, and I also thought that was going to go really poorly because she's got like big buttons, the yo-yos, lots of mix. I thought she was just going to lock me down, keep me out, but this player also had some bad habits, and I ended up just like capitalizing on them and beat her pretty convincingly. And then it was the last game to get out of round 1 pools, and my opponent played Giovanna, and I hate that character so much. She's so fast, her strike throw mix-up's very good, and each game was like last round and very close. So I got 3-0'd, but it was close. I didn't end up taking any game, but each game was close. So I can't feel too bad about that. So I didn't make it out of round 1 pools, but I almost did. Very close. But I had a lot of fun. I did a lot better than I thought I was gonna do. And I'm proud of myself. I'm ready to play more and get better and come back next year and kick some ass. Aaron had like 3 different pools that day. He had Tegan, which he hadn't practiced in months, so he just kind of flopped around in that and lost. He had Strive as well, which he actually got out of his pools, so he had round 2 the next day. And then he had Street Fighter, which he also ended up losing. But his Street Fighter pools were at 8, so we were at the venue the whole day. We ended up being at the venue the whole day, all 3 days, but we were at the venue the whole day. So then day 2 comes around, and that's when I fought the other guy in Uni 2, which was very nice of him. He was very cool. And I'm excited to learn the game some more, stream it Thursday with the new character. What else exciting happened? I don't remember what we did all on the second day. We watched Uni Top 6, which I'll show something about in a second. Do we know this Aaron? Yeah, it's Arron. He's Aaron360. He comes in chat sometimes, like very rarely, and like drops a sub and says something and then leaves. Yeah. So yeah, we watched Uni Top 6, which was probably the highlight of my tournament. For a specific reason. You know what, I'll just show it now. Because it's like the big thing. Aaron Games Marathon. Alright, this clip's gonna be muted because I don't have audio capture set up, but I posted in the Discord. So let's see, this display captures capturing the right thing. Yeah, okay, this is a clip from Evo Twitter. So Eltnum, this character with the gun, has this move, this EX move she does, this one right here, and the crowd chants along with it every time. And I was there in the arena for it, and I was chanting too. It was so good. It's so fun. She's gonna do it again in a second. She unloads into you, then hey, reload. It was so much fun. And this guy got perfected, and look at this man. This is the man that just lost, and he's having such a good time. They're both having a great time. I loved it. He was all smiles the whole time. He went back to grand finals and ended up losing to this guy again, and he was just all smiles the whole time. Very cool. Very fun guy. Yeah, what a sport. Right? And that, a lot of the games were like that, where like the two guys were like just having a good time and laughing about what's happening. Very fun to be there in person. Very cool. So that was like a big highlight of the second day, and also like my main highlight of the event because I loved being in the arena just shouting stuff. On the third day, I was there from like the end of Grand Blue to like the end of the night. Yeah, some people were chanting in Street Fighter as well. I don't remember what exactly for, but they were. In Strive, there was an Asuka player in top 6, and every time he cast a spell, people were shouting, "Cube! Cube! Cube!" Like, so if you saw me, like, just shouting things in general chat in all caps, it was because I was shouting things from the arena. And then the Asuka player ended up getting knocked out, and I don't remember who started it, or if like it was one of the announcers said it, but a chant just started where people were, the whole arena was just, "No more cubes, no more cubes." This is really funny. They were also chanting for something else in Strive, I forgot. But the grand finals match was Jacko against Soul, and Jacko is Soul's wife. Well, a lot of complicated lore stuff. Her body in this game is Soul's wife. So there is, big chance about wife fight back. So that's why I yelled in general, "Wife fight back, my kids, my house." Because the Jacko player ended up winning. It was a really, really fun, really like close nail biter set. It was really awesome. Tekken I didn't care about at all, but even like not caring about it, everyone in the arena was so hype. Like I was hype. Like I don't play Tekken. I don't know nothing about Tekken, but like they dropped the Heihachi trailer. Everyone was hype. I was hype. Good times, good times. Street Fighter 2 as well. I don't know much about. but I know a little bit more about that game, and Aaron plays that game, so I was a bit more into that one, and that was also really close, really nail biter, also very fun to watch. I don't remember what they were chanting about in that game though. Not Street Fighter 2. I meant Street Fighter TOO, and then I said as well, so I was like, God damn it, I just confused everybody. Street Fighter 6. Street Fighter 6. So that was a really fun watch. Uh, I was more hyped for Strive, obviously, because I play that game, and it was just exciting. There's a lot of character representation. Dude, I feel like I wanted to talk about something else, but I don't remember. All right, I'll just show you some of the things I bought, I guess, since I'm running out of things to talk about. Oh, yeah, on the second day, we went to the 2XKO setup, which is what used to be called Project L, the League fighting game. And me, Aaron, our other friend, and Uni were all there, so we just did 2v2s against each other. That was fun. I don't know what I'm doing in that game, but that game seems neat. I might check it out when it drops. It's going to be free to play, so that's cool. They announced, well, they already announced the new Under Night character, but they showed her trailer during Top 6. That was fun. Not as big of a pop off on that one because we already knew she was released, but they wanted to show her trailer again, so let it rock, let it rock. Uh, oh yeah, after or it might have been before Guilty Gear, but they announced the entire season pass. We're getting Dizzy in October, and she looks so cute. I can't wait for all the fan art to come flooding in. Please send me as much Dizzy as you can find. She's so cute. We're getting Venom. He's from the last game. He's the guy with like the big pool stick. He sets pool balls around the screen, bounces them around. He's probably going to be hell to fight, but he's cool as hell. We're getting the anime original character. I don't know what they do. I don't think the anime has released yet. It's going to be coming out uh, soon, I think. And then we're getting a guest character who is Lucy from Cyberpunk Edge Runners. I've never seen that, so I like. She looks neat, I guess. People are hype about it. I heard the Cyberpunk anime is really good, and I hear she's a really cool character, so I'm sure she's gonna be cool. But cool, I guess. And then I mentioned they released the Heihachi trailer for Tekken. That was cool. That was hype. And they showed a little trailer for Terry in Street Fighter, but they didn't show any gameplay. But I mean, he looks cool. He's Terry. Everybody loves Terry. Uh, I feel like there was other things I wanted to talk about, but it's slipping my mind. Oh, I didn't talk about Uni's bracket. He went 1 and 2, but he did pretty good. He put up a good fight. He played ABBA the whole time. Well, he played ABBA for like every game except for one. He pulled out Happy Chaos, and he was doing well, but he should have pulled out Chaos a little sooner. I think that was the game that knocked him out because it was just not a great matchup for ABBA. I forgot who he was fighting though. I forgot the character he was fighting. His first game was an ABBA mirror match, and Aaron was just like, "This is just a Mario Party mini game. Whatever ABBA gets rolling first, just kind of wins." And when they're both enraged, it's just a mini game. They both just do the same nonsense to each other. So that was a fun set to watch. I just don't remember the other two people he played. I also don't remember what else happened. Aaron ended up buying. I didn't buy any prints this time, but Aaron bought a bunch of prints, like the big posters and stuff. And there was this one guy with like really cool art that did a lot of like Souls stuff. and Elden Ring stuff, and he was at this guy buying prints, and he ended up buying 21 prints from this guy and spent like $600. And he was saying how he was like, yeah, I want this one, I want this one, I want this one. Like, he was giving it to the guy in sets of 3, and after like 15, the guy was like, here you go. And he was like, oh, I'm not done. He spent way too much money. But we all had a really good time. Let me show you the things I spent money on. Here it is. This is the clip I just showed you. This is a big fluffy dog plushie. This is the chair I'm sitting in. This thing's cute. It reminded me of my dog Milo, so I wanted to get it. It's big and fluffy, fun to cuddle. I don't remember what pictures are which, so we're just gonna figure it out. Oh, these are all the keychains I bought. These are all Rabbit and Steel keychains. Except for Vetista. This is Vetista from Under Night. She's the character I play. But these are all Rabbit and Steel keychains. These are very cute, very adorable. I love these. I don't know where the shop cat is, okay? I would have gotten shop cat. It's just all the playable bunnies. I saw this guy, and I bought the heavy blade immediately. And then I went back later. He had a little discount for buying 3 at once. I went back later, and I bought Spell Sword, Ancient, and Wizard. And then, then I went back later after my pools on the first day, and I was like, give me the rest. So I got all 10 of them. I spent a little chunk of change, but cute bunnies. Very cute bunnies. And this Vetista keychain's very cute too. What's this? This is, I bought 4 shirts. This is Ragna from BlazBlue and new. This shirt is super cool. I love this. Like, I love the angle and dynamic and everything. It's very awesome. Very cool shirt. Very cool design. This might be what I think it, oh, this is a plushie of Merkava I got from someone that was, yeah, it is amazing. This is Merkava from Under Night. He's like the big monster dude with the noodle arms. This lady had like handmade plushies, and this guy is so soft, so cute. Hand reveal. Very, very worthwhile purchase. I had to wait a while for him. I went back. I asked her at the end of the first day if she had any more because I couldn't buy them when I wanted to because I had other things to do. And she said, yeah, come back tomorrow. I'll have more. And then I got there when she opened, and she said that she was running late and she had to bring all of her stuff. So she was like in the process of making the plushies during the day. She said, come back in like an hour and a half or something like that, or like 2 hours. She might have said 3. I don't remember. She said, come back at X time. I came back. She was still working on the plushies. And she said, come back a little later, which I did. And then, you know, she was still busy with sales and whatnot. And she said to come back at like a couple more hours. And I asked her how late she was going to stay because this was going to be during uni top 6. And she said she's going to be there till like 8, just come after uni. And then I went back and got him. And he's very soft, very cute. I love him lots. This is a Chipotle bag. Chipotle is a big sponsor of Evo. Every time a Chipotle ad came on, the whole arena was like, Chipotle! And like, the whole thing erupted. It was awesome. But I got this. They gave this to the top 96 of each game's pools. And I got this as kind of like a consolation for getting screwed over in uni. They were also tossing these out during the Chipotle ad. So I'm not as much of an honorary top 96 member as I thought I was. But I will believe in my heart that I am. And here's some more shirts. This is shirt of Johnny, or like Johnny themed from Guilty Gear. This shirt is also super sick. I bought this immediately and then went back for the other 3 later. This is Fulgore from Killer Instinct. Also very cool shirt. And then the one off screen here is Soul from Exerd. And he's like half Dragon Install. Very cool. Love this. Yeah, I'm a complimentary big boy. And this is a cute little bag I got from the guy who gave me the Rabbit and Steel keychains. Very cool. Had a very fun time. Love the shirts lots. This one's super dope. Where's the picture? This one is also super dope. Had a great time. Evo is very fun. If it ever seems like you'd be interested in going, even if you don't play fighting games, honestly, like, very fun time.